Welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk to you on an important topic which all parents have been talking. Yes, and this is about gadgets. In last two videos, I talked of what are the reasons why kids get addicted to gadgets and what are the 10 harmful impact of gadgets on kids' life, right? And if you're a mother and father, you should look this video till the end because I'm going to talk to you something today on gadgets, and this time it's not for kids but it's for you, right? If you like about helping your child, helping yourself in terms of having a better relationship, having a gadget friendly life, then subscribe to my YouTube channel and you will find a lot of amazing value in my videos, right? Just watch this video till the end and you will come to know about what is this challenge I'm talking of. Yes, I'm talking of 3 challenges for parents, right? And this is the video which will help you actually unlock the power in you, right? Many times I've seen when I speak to mothers and fathers about a couple of areas in which they are concerned, and 3-4 concerns which are on the top of their mind is: first is their screen time, their gadget time; second is kids don't listen, kids don't cooperate; third is maybe they are not focused on study. So these are 3 things which are coming on the top of the mind, and I'm going to help all of you parents on this subject, right? On this subject, and I hope you have subscribed to my YouTube channel and you watch my earlier videos also, because there I'm talking of some important tips in terms of how do we get kids study well or concentrate in their studies, or how do we actually try to know the reasons why kids get addicted to gadgets, right? So in this video which is for you as a parent, I'm going to really talk to you and challenge you. Are you ready for this challenge? Are you ready for this challenge? And there are 3 challenges which I want to throw it to you, right? And these challenges, you can take all 3 at one go, or you can take one challenge one week, second challenge second week, or you can take third challenge third week, right? Or you can take all challenges for entire 1 month, and you can see the results are fantastic. They're outstanding, because when you take this challenge, it is going to change a lot within you. And let me talk of these 3 challenges with you. Just give me a sec. I'll just get my slides and I'll just help you understand what are these challenges. Here we go. So I'm going to talk of gadget challenge for parents, because I'll tell you, deep down, when I actually talk to parents, mothers and fathers, I realize that gadget is one area they're concerned, right? Agreed. Most of us are. But if we do some change in ourselves, I think it will help a lot in our kids not using gadget. How many of you agree with this? Right? Just in the comment box after this video, just write you actually resonated with this thought and you really love this challenge. If you feel so, do mention in the comment below after you watch this video. So important point is, if we change within ourselves on the gadget front, it will have an impact on kids' life also. That's why I want to put forth this gadget challenge for you, as a parent. Let's look at the 3 challenges I want to talk to you. The first is no mobile in hand while talking to kids. No mobile in hand while talking to kids. And I'll tell you, most of us, whether it's working parents or housewife, homemaker, single parent, most of the parents, when they're talking to child, the mobile would be there and they would unknowingly try to get the mobile in hand, and when talking to child they would like to actually see any WhatsApp message, see any notification, see any news, or just scroll, right? Now just imagine, when you're talking to your child, how will the child feel that, okay, mama is or papa is looking at the mobile and talking to me? And this is the impression if we are giving as parent to childs, that okay, it's okay to see mobile while talking to your dear ones. The child also will tomorrow, and you must have realized that when they're talking to you and if the mobile is there in front of them, they would also be equally keen to take mobile and also do something on that, maybe play video game or watch some cartoon movies on YouTube, right? But the most important aspect is, we are get so tuned to mobile being in hand, it has become like an extended organ, like a pancreas, lung, or hearts, right? It has to be there. So my challenge number one is, do not keep mobile in your hand while talking to kids. Let me give an example to help you understand. Let's suppose you have a mobile in hand, you are doing something, and kids have come to talk to you. At that time, you can just keep the mobile on the table or on any place which is, not very easily accessible. You can just keep on the nearby table or sofa or whichever place. But you're doing something on mobile, and when kids have come, do not do anything continuous on the mobile and talk to kids, right? That's very important. So when you are having mobile in hand, when kids come, please keep the mobile away on the table, on the sofa, or whichever place is convenient to you. That is a great signal you will be giving as an awesome parent that yes, you are important. You are important. Your son, your daughter, they deserve your attention, and by keeping the mobile aside, you are giving that strong signal, that strong message that you are important to me and not the mobile. That's a beautiful message you will be giving to your child. Correct? So this is challenge number 1, is that while talking to your kids, keep the mobile away. And let me extend this thought ahead also. In fact, do not keep the mobile when talking to your spouse, your brother, your sister, your parents. Right? It's a beautiful feeling. When you do not keep mobile in your hand when talking to your near and dear ones, they will feel that yes, you are respecting them a lot. You are talking to them and you are fully involved in the discussion and listening to them. Right? So, but important point is, first start with your kids. That's what I want. Do not keep mobile in hand while talking to kids. Are you ready for this challenge? Are you ready for this challenge? Take this challenge and let's see what happens. Do it for 1 week, 3 weeks, or a month plus, but look at the impact of this in your relationship. That's challenge number 1. Let's look at challenge number 2. And this is an important one. No mobile or screen 1 hour before sleep. I'll tell you, most of us easily take away and mobile slips into our bedroom, our resting area, and we on the bed we are either looking at WhatsApp or Facebook or doing all notification, or maybe the whole day we are just trying to sum it up on mobile on the bed. That's a wrong practice. Right? You take this challenge. This challenge number 2 is no mobile or screen. By screen I mean, if you're watching TV till 11 o'clock at night and you're directly going to bed, that is not right, because you should take this, that you should keep minimum 1 hour without screen and the sleep time. That is important, because at this time which you have without screen, without mobile, what is the time you'll do? You'll talk to your kids. You play with kids if they're small. You'll have a lot of chit chat and fun discussion with kids. You'll discuss about themselves, about yourself, about life, about vacation, about memories. There's so many things you can do. You can do all those indoor games, maybe including snakes and ladder. So a lot of interesting games you can play, chit chat you can have when you are away from that mobile in the bedroom. Because when kids are going to see that you are having a mobile or screen just before sleep, they are also going to do the same thing, right? And for parents especially, it's worse, because we may watch, for example, a thrilling or an action movie or a very suspense movie just before sleep, and we'll go to sleep with that movie. And if kids are also watching that movie, it will subconsciously enter their mind in terms of the character, the plot, and they may have anxiety built up in their sleep, right? And we may be doing a disservice, a damage to them, by actually involving all the family in a very thrilling action or a very suspense or in fact a horror movie just before sleep. It is not desired. So 1 hour before sleep, take that challenge number 2, which is no screen, no mobile, right? And you know why? Another scientific reason is when actually you are having a screen or a mobile before sleep, all the screen, whether it's mobile, laptop, desktop or TV, they emit a certain kind of a blue light. And that blue light actually depresses the release of that chemical which gives that sleep signal to you, right? And the moment you are always exposed to that blue light, your that chemical, the melatonin, which is the chemical which gives the signal to sleep, that release of that chemical is reduced drastically. And that's why when you are actually on screen or mobile or TV, you don't feel sleepy, because you're always awake because of that particular blue light, right? The scientific reason why you should keep mobile screen away, because that's how you will have a better quality sleep, have a sound sleep. And sound sleep, as I mentioned, is the start of a great healthy foundation for your and for your kids' life, right? So take that challenge. No mobile or screen 1 hour before sleep. Ready for this challenge? How many of you would love to take this challenge only, which is number 2, right? Easy or difficult? Just mention in the comment and tell me. I'll be sharing my email ID, so just write to me how are you feeling taking this maybe challenge 2, right? Let's look at challenge number 3. Challenge number 3 is also very important. I'll tell you, most of us feel like, we're clicked to mobile like, as I mentioned, an organ of the body. So take the challenge 3 is that you keep your mobile for 2 hours minimum, which is out of sight, which means if you're in office, you can keep in the drawer. If you're at home, you can keep in the cupboard. You can keep somewhere in a place maybe where you're not seeing that mobile for minimum 2 hours. There'll be a lot of peace in your life, because I'll tell you, we are unnecessarily having that feeling which is called FOMO, fear of missing out, that if I do not have the mobile in front of me or do not see, I may miss any notification, I may miss any WhatsApp, I may miss any important news or email from any of my colleague, friend, or known one. That is not the case. The world can wait for it. But what you should actually have control is your time for yourself, time for your kids, time for your family. So in this case, keep your mobile in a cupboard or in any part of the house where it is not seen to you. It is out of sight. Or in office, keep in a cupboard or keep somewhere in the shelf, wherever it is, where it is not seen to you. And I'll tell you, you have the most productive time in your life. Because in these 2 hours which you're not distracted by mobile, by looking at, and we always have that fear that somebody may have called me, I may have missed an important call. Nothing is going to happen. Trust me, nothing is going to happen. If somebody has to reach you, you must have missed their calls, you can call them back after 2 hours. But it's important that in these 2 hours, you'll have a fantastic time as a housewife, as a homemaker, as a parent, as a working professional, anyone else, as a parent. Right, this 2 hours will be peaceful, and we come back to mobile or after 2 hours, it will be a refreshing thing, because in this 2 hours you now know that I again have to do something else. In the 10-15 minutes, you will be the best of your time to the mobile, deleting things which are not required, answering important ones in emails or messages, and that's on you on to the next thing which you want to do in life. So third challenge is keep the mobile away for 2 hours. Right, so the 3 challenges. So I talked of these 3 challenges. Why? Because dear parents, most of us, we feel that kids should be away from gadgets and they're addicted to screen. But actually, honestly, it is we as parents, we will have to take this step number 1. We'll have to take the way forward, and the way forward I mentioned is what? The first is do not keep mobile in your hand while talking to kids. There should be great respect to your child when they see that Papa or Mommy do not have mobile when they're talking to me. They're completely, fully engaged 100% while talking to me. That's a beautiful feeling you as a parent will be giving to your child, right? And number 2 is 1 hour before sleep, do not have any screen time, whether it's either TV or iPad or mobile, anything else, because I'll tell you that 1 hour you will have fantastic time playing with kids, listening to music in the system, or maybe having a chat, or just playing an indoor game. It will be fun time, and that will be, when you have a very relaxed, calm time, you will have a sound sleep, you and entire family, right? So it's important that 1 hour before sleep, no gadgets. And third is what? Third is important is keep mobile away for 2 hours every day, out of sight. These are 3 things I wanted to tell you today. And how many of you are ready to take this challenge? I'll be sharing my email ID, and just mention which challenge you took, challenge 1, challenge 2, or challenge 3. Alright, and if you have taken all 3 challenges, and tell me how are you feeling after doing it for 3 weeks or 1 week. I'll be loving to hear your messages, your emails, because that will transform you in terms of you living a better life or an awesome life as an awesome parent, right? And trust me, it has a tremendous impact in your relationship with your kids, your family, and this is awesome. It's awesome. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like what I'm sharing. Share to your friends whom you think this message, this video can be of use to them, right? And it will change their life also, right? You'll see the icon button on the screen. At that point of time, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you will find a lot of useful videos I'm sharing on parenting, on gadget, on screen addiction, on kids studies, on I would say kids cooperation, kids good habits, a lot of areas on parenting, on family relationship, because it is important that we as a parent are able to give our best to our child, right, our kids. I'll see you in the next video, but don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay engaged, stay connected. Send me an email on how you felt taking this challenge. See you. Bye bye.